the question is, were we right?
Oh, definitely, definitely. This is. Oh man, I'm already calculating the score in my head, and I'm looking at a pretty freaking high score, man. So,
I'm trying to look at an objective standpoint.
yeah. Well, I'm in love right now. I am in LOVE right now.
Is it like the Pepin Garcia Cuban Classic to me?
Exactly like that.
Very cool.
Yeah, definitely one of my tops now, and I'm halfway through it. I mean, when you get through a cigar, usually you wait to the end to say, oh, I loved it or I didn't. I'm already putting 2 thumbs up. Flavors, kind of a rich, buttery, creamy, nutty, any kind of, I don't know, it's just everything, man. It's just right there. It's right in the pocket.
Well, I'm starting, like I mentioned earlier, that leather, to me, it's starting to get a little more pronounced, like that, the texture.
Yeah.
And I personally like that leather texture. You know that's something I look for. I really like.
Yeah.
If the surrounding flavors around it are really nice and they blend well, it has a very nice blend. I think that the tobaccos in it really complement each other. I think that Nicaraguan wrapper does something that the Dominican, maybe opposed to some Dominican Pearls or his other lines, it doesn't quite have that characteristic to it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so,
Yeah. All right,
actually, let's talk about Lido.
let's do it.
Let's talk about Lido. If you want a little history for you guys, Lido Gomez hasn't been around for a relatively long period of time. He actually sprung out of nowhere, basically, in the mid-1990s, which some of you guys know, maybe some of you guys don't know, was the high point, the cigar boom, they called it.
Yeah.
A bunch of manufacturers were coming out. I mean, cigar sales were at its all-time high. It was like the rebirth of cigars. And but one thing Lido did not do that most of these manufacturers did, and most of them didn't survive, or they took a really big hit after the boom faded, was he grew small. Intentionally, he grew small. He was not interested in growing fast, pushing product. He wanted to learn what he was doing, and he was trying to precisely predict where he wants to be.
Yeah.
And it's really benefited him so far. I mean, he survived the cigar boom, and he's making, I personally believe, some of the best products out there right now.
Yeah.
His ratings from very prestigious cigar magazines have been very consistent in the low to mid 90s, which that's pretty good score.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So I mean, I think this one in 2007 was rated 92 in Cigar Aficionado, and this is actually my 3rd Coronado I've had.
Yeah.
I had one at TR, but I had one previously that was a Robusto, and I gotta tell you, every time it's been a very good experience. The aroma off of it is really, really nice.
Oh yeah, it is yummy,
and it's not overpowering. It's very I want to say light, but it's
like fragrant.
It's aromatic.
Yeah.
I mean, it has a really nice aroma to it.
Yeah.
And I just think it's kind of cool when a cigar maker is not so worried about pushing product and taking advantage of the economy. I mean, if you're a business person, it makes a lot of sense to do so, right? You make your profit, you push out product, you're looking good.
Yeah.
But, when you expand too fast, it has some repercussions.
Yeah.
When times slow down.
Yeah.
And that wasn't the case for him.
Yeah, and in the long run, it can hurt you. But in this case, it's the opposite. I mean, he's doing pretty good. Now, average online price for a box.
Average online price for a box, you're looking anywhere from the smaller sizes, about $140 online, to about $180.
Yeah, $180
for like the Super Toro.
And that's actually relatively good.
Yeah.
Retail you're looking at from $10 to $13. A stick, and definitely worth the money. It's pretty good smoke, and I love it. You've had 3 of them, so I take it you at least love it. Or maybe like it.
I say that it's solid. It's a solid smoke. I mean, it's a medium body, which we should have mentioned earlier. It's a medium body. You know, it starts out strong, maybe medium to full because of that pepper spice.
Yeah, pepper spice.
But
yeah.
once it goes away, I mean, it's just medium through and through, and it's medium body, but with complex, full flavor.
Yep.
And
Definitely.
you know, when I smoke a medium or a light body, that's what I look for.
That's what you're looking for, definitely.
You know,
Because like when you get in the the fuller body, you always have that complexity, and some of the lighter cigars are kind of they lay low and they just smooth sailing. And this is the perfect fusion of the two, definitely. So, yeah, I mean,
and retail. Let's cover retail price. For a single cigar, you're looking about $10 on the lower end spectrum, maybe $9.
didn't I just say that?
Did you?
I think I did.
Oh,
10 to 13.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
nice.
Very nice.
Well, I know where your head's at now.
Oh, obviously it's
obviously it's
interesting
doing
in a
something.
cigar.
Yeah. I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me get his head straight. Let me get him back.
Hey guys, and we're at the nubbage point.
Nubbage.
Nubbage point.
I like that.
I made that.
That's right. He made it. I love it.
It
That's
works.
what it's all about.
We're gonna call it that from now on.
Yeah, that's our new
nubbage.
thing.
So we're at the nubbage, and we're ready to pretty much tell you guys what we thought about it and give you our scores.
Yeah. Coronado by the Flor. I'll go first. All right. For me, overall, construction. It was a nice, solid cigar. I was a little worried about the draw at first, but it fixed itself up. I had to relight once, but that was on my, that was my fault. Relit fine, smoked out fine. The flavors phenomenal. We went through all this already, and I just, overall, I was really impressed. So for me, it comes down to about a 94. I was very impressed by.
So that'll be almost close to. Well,
Yeah.
if you round it, it's almost 5 out of 5.
Yeah, it's almost 5 out of 5.
strong 4 out of 5.
Yeah,
4.5.
4.5. Yeah, pretty close to 5. I was very impressed by Lido. Definitely.
Yeah, you're right. It has really solid flavors to it. There is one thing that I've noticed though on these cigars. They're very solid flavors. I was just expecting a little more at the end. Just a little more.
Yeah.
It would have done something just a little like
A little.
whoa, look what happens here.
Yeah.
It would have been like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Right? But the flavors they condensed, they intensified, and they were very enjoyable. And it's a really solid smoke. So my score on the cigar is going to be a 90. So it's a very solid score.
Yeah.
There's really nothing wrong with it. I mean, again, but I was just expecting a little more at the end.
Yeah, there wasn't anything missing. It just it could have had that little twist. I
Well,
see what you mean.
it's a through and through cigar. The flavors are pretty much the same throughout. I'm not the biggest fan of a through and through cigar, unless the flavors are so good that if they're like spectacular, that's when I go, okay, it's fine. But when you have a medium body, I really like it to kind of maybe go towards medium full, and it's all the some new flavors that come out at the end.
Yeah, just to come and smack you right there at the
Yeah.
end.
So that's my reason behind the 90.
Yeah. Well, cool, man. I mean, like I said, I loved it, and that's really all I could say. So well, I think overall it's pretty good. Our little chillax episode. I mean, I'm exhausted. I don't know if you could probably tell, yeah, it definitely chillaxed me. So
2 words today, dude.
yeah, chillax and nubbage.
Nubbage.
Yeah, it's pretty good. We're on a roll.
We're gonna by the time over time we're gonna have like a TnA dictionary.
Yeah, that'd be kind of
Yeah.
cool. We have to work on that a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all right, man. Well, let's get out of here. Let's clean up, and we'll see you guys next time on TnACigar.
All right, man.
All right.